Hello, Cancer Sun, Scorpio Rising. It is time for your year ahead reading. Let's start with a little bit of astrology, though. With a Scorpio Rising, that means what the face, the attitude that you show to the world is kind of a bit of a mystery person. But at the same time, everybody seems to know that you are very deeply intuitive, that you can read the undercurrents of a situation. You understand the depths, the things that are not spoken when people are talking about things, when in certain situations, you know what's going on a deeply intuitive level is second nature to you. You don't even know you're doing those things or that you're able to um, manipulate the emotions of the room to even things out, to smooth things over. It's just a second nature to you. But other people really see that and they really valuable how calm you can be, or at least how you can calm a situation down. At the same time, you can use that person to agitate it or further murky up a situation and get things out of control. Hey, it's a gift and a curse, or, just a gift, depending on your attitude and beliefs. And with that Scorpio rising, because you have both that fixed water Scorpio rising, and then you have your cardinal sun sign, which is most likely in the ninth house. Not in every case, but most likely in the ninth house, which is the house of religion, of long distance travel, philosophy. And that might be how you really like to show or express your love with your family and friends is through travel and the emotional connections you have to the places that you travel to. And you like to have deep discussions on how about those places or about different philosophical subjects, but you have a deep emotional connection to those conversations. It's not just theory to you, it's about how you feel about them. And that's a way that you show your love or express your love, even with your friends and family. It's through those shared experiences or by sharing how those places made you feel and why they made you feel that way. Very expressive, verbally expressive of your emotions in that way. Okay, now let's get into your cards. I'm going to pull 12 cards, just numbered 1 through 12 for each month. You can choose June or July as your starting month, whichever feels right for you. And I'll pull a card from the bottom of the deck for an extra message or maybe the overall theme for the year. We'll see what comes up. Month 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And on the bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Pentacles. Now I'm going to take a moment to get an overview or overall feel for the whole year, and then I'll come back with that, and then we'll get into the cards. Okay, so this feels overall like it might be a year about commitment. How much you're willing to put in, how much you demand, or what you expect, your expectations out of a relationship, out of a commitment. Giving and receiving. So reciprocity might be the key word here for you. Okay, let's get into the cards themselves. We're starting off here with the Six of Pentacles. Pentacles are an earth element. This is very grounding. It is calming energy. It can also be about home. It could be about finances. It could be about career. This is about that key word, reciprocity, giving and receiving. It can be about charity, but we get feelings, right? A feeling of satisfaction, of helping, that joy of giving, if you will, when we're giving to charity, when we're helping our community. But this also is about, again, that reciprocity, that being the key word. It keeps pushing through. There has to be something that each side gets out of the transaction, out of the exchange. It can't benefit only one side. It has to benefit both sides. So it's about equality, balance in this exchange, in these areas. So let's see what each of the months have to say about that. We're starting out the year, though, with the Hanged Man. This is a major arcana card, but this is a card where you're kind of in suspension. You are in a state of not making any decisions. This is not the month to make decisions. You just kind of want to hold back and observe. You want to wait. Wait, learn, see what's going on, see if you can figure it out without making any judgment or observation. Or not, sorry, you do want to do observation without doing without making any judgments or taking any actions or agreeing to any commitments. Not this month. This month you're just kind of on a pause, if you will, by choice. Yeah. So I don't know if you had a lot of things going on in the previous months or had some major change or something happen prior to this, but this is a month where you're like, I'm just going to coast this month. We're not going to do anything big. We're just going to see how this all plays out before we make any decisions on anything. That's the vibe I'm getting here from your month one. In month two, we have the 10, the wheel, which is another major arcana card. And this is a card indicating change. It's time for a change and something is changing. You can't stop it, right? Change is constant. And this is a change. It's kind of, so this is the point. What I'm feeling here is you're here waiting and waiting and waiting in month one for until the wheel gets to the point where you want to jump on it, where you're going to seize the opportunity. You're going to take the chance. Month two is this is where you take your shot. You get on the wheel, you go for it. You're ready for this change, you're all in, and you're going to roll with it. You don't know exactly how it's going to turn out. It should be in your favor because it's forward momentum. It's easy, but it is a change. You don't necessarily have control of the direction it's rolling, but it is rolling forward. It's forward momentum. Maybe we should put it that way. You're not rolling backwards, you're rolling forward. And you're ready. You're seizing the chance, you're seizing the opportunity for this change. And here's a scenario that just popped into my mind. So let's say that this is a layoff, but you get a benefits package or a package for the layoff. This is going to give you an opportunity to take, well, one, you will be taking a package. You will be getting that, oh, what is it called? Anyway, you'll be getting some benefits as a result of the layoff, which is sort of unexpected. I mean, you kind of obviously feel like something's coming here in month one. So you're just biding your time until you find out what your benefit package is, what your layoff package is. And then you're seizing the day where you're either already have your resume ready and you're putting it out there. So now you're going to stash that money you get from the layoff for a rainy day or for a vacation or whatever it is in the future. But then you're ready to jump right in and get back to work at the company or a place that you want to. You're seizing the opportunity to get your foot in the door at this other place. And maybe that foot in the door, that other job means it's a lower paying job, but it's something you want to do, something that you're passionate about, something you're excited about getting into that company or whatever, but you have to take a pay cut for that. But the money you get from the layoff from the previous job is going to help bridge that until you can build up and get promoted or get raises, etc., at this new place, doing this thing that you really, really want to do. Seizing the opportunity. Month two. Month three, we have the Eight of Cups. Now, cups are about our emotions and our intuition. This is a water element. This is all about your Scorpio and Cancer stuff. But this is where you're walking away from something. You're walking away from some drama or some emotional entanglements, something that does not benefit you and has not benefited you probably in at least a couple of months at a minimum. You've noticed a change in how the other person treats you. Maybe they keep trying to manipulate your emotions in some way, but you sense that, you know how to do that yourself. So you recognize it when somebody's trying to play with you in that way and you're walking away because you're not going to tolerate that. That is a boundary. That is a non negotiable for you. And you're moving on. So this is a month where you're going to recognize that behavior in somebody else and make the conscious decision to say, I'm not dealing with this anymore. I see what's going on. I know, I feel what's going on. This and this and this have happened, and I'm not dealing with that anymore. You've tried it a few times now. And maybe you have even mentioned it to them in the past that this is a boundary you do not cross with me. And they keep crossing it, and now the consequences are here. You're cutting them out of your life. You're walking away. You're not dealing with them anymore because that just drains you. That does not benefit you at all. You got much better and brighter things coming up to look forward to. You don't have time to waste with that. That's the vibe I'm getting here, month 3. In month 4, we have the Knight of Cups. So knights are somebody who's kind of like just got that certification, maybe just graduated college or whatever. They have the degree. In theory, they know what to do, but they have no experience yet. Knight of Cups is kind of just, it's a flirt. It's a temporary situationship kind of thing. This is not somebody who's looking for anything permanent. This is a flirt. They're out there for a good time. This could be you just out having fun and enjoying yourself and not taking anything too seriously. You're trying to kind of giving yourself, you're not looking for any emotional depth. Let's put it that way this month. You're just looking for lighthearted, fun, not taking anything too serious, kind of giving your emotions a break, if you will, here in month 4. On an emotional break and just having fun. Good times in month 4. In month 5, we have the Lovers. This is another major arcana card. So you have a lot of personal shifts in beliefs or evolution in how you look at things or feel about things as you're moving throughout this year. Because you do have, I think it's 5 major arcana cards in total, which is significant. Which means you are maturing a lot over this year. I guess that would be another way I put it too. But you'll definitely notice a change in yourself from here at the beginning of the year to the end of the year. Okay, month 5 with the Lovers. So this is a card about commitment. And this is a month where you may be deciding if you do want to commit to this one person in your life. You do want to get serious with somebody. And this is a month where you guys may be talking about it. Is this something, do we want to take this relationship to the next level? Are we willing to make this kind of emotional commitment? A long-term emotional commitment? Are we both on the same page from that? What do we each expect out of it? A lot of discussion around that. And this does not necessarily feel like somebody where you've had a deep emotional commitment in the past. This may be somebody like a friend from the past for some of you, but it wasn't any, or maybe a boyfriend in the past, but at the same time, it wasn't real serious back then because you were much younger, or at least you felt much younger and like different people back then. But this is either somebody you knew you're meeting now, or you're meeting up again with this person and you're both at different places in your life and you're kind of syncing up, and it feels like the timing may be right and that this is something that you guys could do. But there is discussion about it. You're contemplating it. You're getting to know each other better, learning what each of you would expect out of a committed relationship and whether or not it's right for you. And it's about 50-50 on if it's something that you're ready to do or not. But it's a decision that you both reach and are in agreement about. In month 6, we have another major arcana card. This time it's the Strength card. The Strength card is a kind of about compassion, a deep understanding or empathy in a way for others. It's like you can read the emotions, which we know is very typical and definitely a strength of yours. But you can tame that lion. You can calm the situations down. You know yourself. This is a deep understanding of yourself and a compassion for yourself. So maybe there has been something in the past that you always do have strong self-criticism about, that you're always shaking your head at yourself when you do this or when something comes up. But this is a month where you're recognizing that not as something that is detrimental, but that is a strength in you. This is compassion for yourself. This is kind of discovering why you do that when you do it, and that the knowledge of that, and when you're doing that, there is a distinct pattern, and now you have a strong understanding for why that's happening, and it's not something that is negative for you. Instead, it's something that's actually positive because it's warning you, or it is telling you something specific, and now you can act on that now that you know and you understand exactly what that is. It is a strength. It is a strength for you. Okay, and now we're moving down here to month 7 with a 9 of Cups. It's a very joyous looking card, isn't it? There is a sense of pride here, especially coming, I think, out of this here. Something you used to look down on about yourself, or, did not think was a benefit or was a positive thing about you, is instead one of your strengths. Something that your ability to express your emotions and really understand your emotions and just emotions in general in a depth and way that others cannot. This is part of who you are, and there's this sense of acceptance and joy and celebration about that. This is a month where you're kind of almost in a giddy mood because you can almost track this. Now, when this comes up, you may be tested here in this month, even though with those situations, with that coming up again, which allows you to really prove it. And that's exciting. And that is a blessing for you. And you feel so good and so proud of yourself for that. This is celebrating this big emotional breakthrough that you've had here, and this acceptance of a part of you that you have hated in the past. But, oh, girl, it's some good vibes there. Good vibes. I could say, ooh, dude, too. But I hope you get the vibe. Whatever your sex is, this is good for you. It's very positive. It's very empowering for you. I love it. Okay. 9 of Pentacles. Another 9. Nines indicate that you're nearing the end of a cycle, or you're nearing completion on something. These are very positive cards here. And the 9 of Pentacles in particular, we have had Pentacles. Yes, we have had Pentacles. So we know what they are already. This is indicating success, big success, contentment, happiness with the life you have created for yourself, and taking time to appreciate what you have, appreciate how you've got there, appreciate this sanctuary you have built for yourself, for your family, and really taking the time with intention to celebrate that, to make it a thing to celebrate it. Get a cupcake, a glass of wine, light a candle, and just sit and admire your home. Admire the success you've had in your career. Maybe you get a promotion this month at this new job that you really love, that you're passionate about. And now you still have money left over from the layoff, or whatever benefit this was. This could even have to do with selling a home. Who knows, whatever it was that set you up and got you to the point that you could pursue something that you love, or go after something that you love. You're feeling it. You're loving it. You are grateful. You are blessed. And month 8 here, you're really feeling that and really intentionally celebrating that and acknowledging that because you want to keep building that kind of energy. You want to surround yourself with that feeling of success and the feeling of joy and love that you have for your life. It's a very beautiful and lovely time for you. Joyous. And then in month 9, we have the 7 of Cups. Now, this is a month where you have some choices or some options that come up. Maybe you literally have 7. It does not need to be that many, but you have some choices to make. You cannot choose all of them. You have to narrow it down to just 1, maybe 2. And this is a decision. These are options. You should not use logic when making this. This needs to be purely emotional or intuitive decision. If you try to force logic or what makes the most practical sense or what society would expect you to pick, you're probably not going to be happy with it, or it's just not going to feel quite right. You need to, again, feel into it. Which one feels right? Which one lights you up more? Which one generates these feelings when you're thinking about it? That's the choice you need to make. That's the option you need to choose. It does not have to make sense to anyone else. It just has to feel right. So lean into that when these things come up, or when it gets to the point where you have to choose one of these things, use that when making that decision. That's going to be the right one for you. And then in month 10, we have the Justice card. This is another major arcana card. And this is a card, it can be considered karma, but it's righting wrongs or things coming back into balance that have been out of balance awkwardly or in a way that to the detriment of one party or the benefit of one party over another. We didn't have that reciprocity going on. This is a month where that really clicks into place, that things get balanced out. You get closure on something. Maybe a legal decision is made or the judge finally signs it, the paperwork. But a resolution is reached. And this is something that now will no longer be holding over your head, although it does not feel like it was something that happened that was a very long-term thing. It feels like it's a fairly quick thing. Maybe it started here in month 9 and it's already being resolved here in month 10. It could be something that went through arbitration, but it feels like the scales are balanced out now. Everybody's on the same page. We have closure on this and we don't have to keep arguing about it or bringing it up. It's done. What's done is done. Everybody agrees or has it. Everybody is bound to this decision. And it is what it is. So justice, balance, or rebalancing the scales of justice here in month 10. In month 11, we have the 9 of Swords, another 9 for you, indicating, again, nearing the end of certain cycles or getting close to closure or completion in some areas. The 9 of Swords, though, can be a month. This is a high anxiety month. There's a lot of fears, doubt. You could be having nightmares or insomnia. It's hard to sleep because you're so amped up or worried about some situation. Take some deep breaths. Know that this is temporary. This is just a short-term thing. Maybe there's some change or something that happened as a result of this, and now you're worried about something, but it's just because it's just a reaction to the closure of it. You can see with all of the dark birds we have in here, right? Those are the worries, those are the fears, but there's hope in there too. It is not all darkness. There is light. There is hope. Focus on that. Focus on the positive things. Focus on the growth and the changes you've made already throughout this year. You do not need to fear this change. You embrace it. That's what you did here. Embrace, seize this moment. Continue to seize your moments. You have the strength, the inner strength to do this. And you have a strong, strong background in trusting yourself here. Continue to do that. You got this. So this just may be a month where your energy is lower or where you have some fears and doubts creeping in. Know that. Maybe you could even prepare for that. Make a list ahead of time of these are the things that I am doing, that I have done. These are the good things in my life. You can read those off and focus on the light, on the good, to help pull you through this, to get you through this month. It is temporary. And then in month 12, we have the Knight of Wands. Another knight, but this time in wands. Wands are a fire element. This is about passion, vitality, boldness, creativity. And the Knight of Wands, their experiences are all about chasing, trying different things, going after it, giving it a go, failing it, and then trying again or going on to the next thing. They don't give up. They keep pushing. They're moving pretty quickly and they're trying all the things. It's a month of experimentation, trying. So you could be doing things. Let's see, what can we have here? Maybe you go to an aerobics class and you're like, okay, that's not for me. And then you try yoga and okay, I like that a little bit. And then you try Pilates and then you try until you find something, or maybe you don't find what works for you, but you know what? You're enjoying the process of discovery, of figuring out what does work for you. What kind of workout suits you best? Which ones do you like the most? Which ones do you want to try again in a few more months or as you go down? But you're trying things that involve some physical activity or movement. Maybe it's dance classes, maybe it's different types of dance. Whatever it is, you're excited about it. It makes you feel good and you're having fun. You're enjoying life and it's beautiful. And that Cancer Sun, Scorpio Moon, Scorpio Rising is what I have for you for your year ahead. Please hit that like button and please hit subscribe to help me grow my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I will talk to you later.